Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a continuation of my palette collection, and this collection is all the palettes I need to use more. So if you guys want to see all my palettes that I need to use more, then keep watching. Okay, so like I said in my intro, these are just all palettes I don't really grab for as much, and I should probably start because I have so many palettes and it's a problem. So first we're going to start out with the one that rudely fell, and this is the Makeup Revolution Revelholic Eyes palette. I got this in the Makeup Revolution advent calendar. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This was day 25. This is the palette. It's a nice palette. I really like it. The shimmers are so pretty. The mattes are okay. Makeup Revolution really makes great shimmery eyeshadows. I know a lot of people think their palettes are hit or miss. I personally really like their shimmers. They do work best if you use your finger to apply them, not so much a brush or a wet brush even. So I would say try their palettes out. They're good, but their mattes are meh. They're kind of chalky and hard to work with. Next is the Girls palette from the Desi and Katy collection that they did with Joseph Colors. I don't know why I haven't really grabbed for this as much. I try to use it, but I think my thing is because it's limited edition, I don't want to use it as much because it's not something I can go out and repurchase again. So that's just why I don't use it a lot, but I really do like Noli and Sue's because they're just such pretty shades. So I'll probably use those more once summer comes because I love bronzy looks in the summer when my skin is nice and tan. Next we have this Real Her eyeshadow palette, and this is the Do Your Squats palette. I got this in my FabFitFun editor's box, and I actually like this palette. It's pretty. It has really nice colors in it. The shimmers are really nice. Limitless right here is one of my favorite shades. I use that a lot when I'm just doing a basic look. If I do grab for this palette, I like that this palette has the mirror and it's small and compact and you can travel with it, so that's really nice. I just don't know why I don't really grab for it. I haven't really played with this one that much either. Next we have the Revealed palette from Coastal Scents, and this is a dupe for the Naked 2 and the Naked palette. I mean, come on. Which I'm kind of excited about because I always wanted the Naked 1 palette, but I refused to buy it because the packaging is velvet and I hate fake velvet. And I like the colors in it. The shades, some of the shades are kind of hit or miss, but they're really pretty. I really like some of the shimmer shades. I will pick up some here and there. The one reason why I don't really use this a lot, same with the Makeup Revolution palette, is there's just no names. So I always want to do a tutorial with these palettes. It's just, what am I going to say? Like, oh, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I mean, I don't know. I just like when palettes have names. So next is theBalm's Nude Dude Volume 2 palette. I've done a lot of tutorials with this. I just don't grab this palette a lot as much as I thought I would when I purchased it. I like the colors. They're really, really pretty. The shimmers are really nice. I'm trying not to blind you guys while trying to show you the palette. But I don't know. I just feel like the mattes in this are meh. There's not enough mattes in my opinion for my liking. So if I do use this, I have to grab another palette. And the shimmers are nice, like I said. Next we have the Naked Basics 2. And I do like this palette. I just don't grab for it as much because the colors, I don't know, they're just very cool toned. And I have been liking more warm toned shadows. So that's just why I don't reach for it as much as I would like to. It does have some nice shades in it, like the Naked Basics. It's a good travel palette, and you can't do as much with this one, but it's a really good travel palette. You can do a lot of day to night looks with it, so that's a plus for this. Next, we have the ULTA Prismatic palette, and this has pretty shades in it as well. They're just all shimmer shades, so when I do grab for this palette, it's because I'm doing something all matte and I want to add a pop of shimmer. So I don't really grab for it that much, but the colors are really nice. I've done some tutorials with this guy. Next, we have this Urban Decay palette, and I think this is the Ammo palette. I'm not really sure. My sister gave this to me because she didn't want it anymore, and I just don't know the name. But this, again, like the Prismatic palette, is all shimmers, so I don't really grab for it much, but the shades in this are beautiful. I love Urban Decay shadows. A lot of people I don't think don't, but I really like them. But the one thing I really don't like about this palette, to be honest, is the velvet on here. I hate velvet, but I love my Juicy sweatsuit that I have. Don't judge me. It's the most comfortable thing that I own. But that's like a nice velour. This, I don't know what this is. Next is this e.l.f. Little Black Beauty book, and this is the Warmdition. This is what they look like repackaged. I've said in multiple tutorials they repackaged them because I have the old packaging and this is the new one. So this is what it looks like if you're ever looking for it. And this is like their more neutral one. It is called Warm. And I have their other neutral one. I showed it in my most used palettes. And they're two different things. This one has a ton of gorgeous colors that I really, really like that I never really use. Like the blues and the greens. Like there's a mint and it's stunning. The colors are absolutely gorgeous in this palette. And I really need to use it more because they're just so pretty. And has, again, like a really nice mix of matte and shimmer shades, which I really do appreciate. Next up is just my Z palette, and I have some Makeup Geek shadows in here and some shadows from when I was a brand ambassador for 5 seconds. These shades are all the shades from when I did the brand ambassador thing. And then these are all Makeup Geek shadows. I don't think this is a Makeup Geek shadow. No. And this one is not either. No. These are all Makeup Geek shadows. So this one is Creme Brulee, Peach Smoothie. I think this one's Duchess. Yes, this is Duchess. Then this one is Sensuous. And then this is Shimma Shimma. And then again, like I said, all of these down here are from when I was a brand ambassador for 5 seconds. I don't really like to use them that much because the brand is not a thing anymore. So I don't want to feature something in my videos that, you know, doesn't exist and you can't go purchase yourself or something. So I do want to use my Makeup Geek shadows more though because I really do like them and I want more single shadows. I don't have enough. I only have like this many and it feels like such a loser because some people have those like huge 96 pan ones and I'm like, I only have like 10. Next is the Carli Bybel palette, and I think I don't really use this one as much. The same reason as the Desi and Katy the Girls palette is because this is limited edition. You can't get this one anymore, but I love this. The shadows are so pretty. The highlights are gorgeous. Everything about this palette I just love. I have zero complaints about it. I guess my one complaint though is that it's white packaging. That's it. Next we have this JCat Sunset Boulevard palette. I actually really like this. They have a bunch of other palettes, but this one gets the best reviews because the other ones I've swatched and they're just not as good, honestly, like pigmentation wise. They're really gorgeous. There's 24 shadows. I think this is like $16, $18 somewhere in there. Really affordable. I just love it. I need to do more tutorials with this, so let me know if you want more tutorials with it because I just love the colors in this. They're so pretty. Next is this LORAC Refined Romance palette. I won this in a giveaway and I like the shadows. I just, again, don't really grab for it as much and I can't really tell you why I don't. The shadows are really pretty. I've never played with this gold though, so maybe I'll do a tutorial using that one day. I don't know. But this is just a palette that is really nice, and this is a good one for travel as well because you have your shadows and you have some blushes and a highlight, so you can do some day to night looks with this as well, and you don't have to pack like separate highlighters or blush because it's in this one thing, you know. Next we have another LORAC palette, and this is their Pro To Go palette. Again, I really like the packaging because it's like a book. So on this side you have your eyeshadows with some highlights, and then on this side you have your blushes and a bronzer. On the eyeshadow side you have 3 mattes and 3 shimmers, which I really, really like. The one thing is the color selection is a little meh. I don't know. I just wish there was like a pop of color. So if you want to add like a pop of color, you have to bring another shadow. But that's no biggie. And then this side, I really like the bronzer and the blushes. They're really, really pretty blushes and a bronzer. So I recommend this. Next, we have this Cargo palette. This is the Havana eyeshadow palette. I just recently got this, so I haven't really been using it as much. And I want to put the brush with my other brushes real quick. But the colors are really, really pretty. I love that it's neutrals and has pops of color because I like doing neutral looks and adding pops of color from time to time, so that's really nice. There's a nice mix of matte and shimmers, so it's a good palette. I recommend this one. It's nice, and I just like the packaging, how like bright it is. Next, we have two Urban Decay Vice palettes. The first one is, I don't know which Vice this is. I'm not sure. It just says Vice on it, but this is what it looks like. If any of you know, comment down below. Let the world know. I like this. My sister gave this one to me again because she doesn't use it. And I really like the colors. The colors are really pretty. I've done tutorials with this as well. I just don't use it a lot. My favorite shade is right here, Provocateur. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. I just love it. And again, I just love Urban Decay eyeshadows. They're my favorite. And then I have the Vice limited edition palette. And I, no joke, bought this palette because Provocateur is in it. And I also really like Crystal and like a bunch of other colors as well. This is a really pretty palette too. The only problem is there's not a whole lot of mattes. There's only 4, which are Perversion, Laced, Anonymous, and a Backdoor. That's about it. So you gotta get another palette with mattes in it. It's a better palette for shimmers. Same with this. So that's just why I don't really like grab for them as much. The last palette that I have that doesn't fit in the store, but I'll mention it anyway, is this Sephora palette. I love this because it looks like a Sephora bag. I think it's so cute. I got it for Christmas years ago. And this just has a ton of colors in it. That's the only reason why I really keep it, because of how many colors are in it, and you can create so many looks with it. That's a Sephora palette, by the way. I also don't really use it because it's very bulky. And that is it for this video. What are some of your least used palettes? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm curious to hear what like you don't really gravitate for and what you do gravitate for more. Let's chat. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red button down below to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social media. That's always linked down below in the description box as well. If you guys have any video suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you just want to leave a comment saying, hey, please do that too. I love getting your comments. And that is all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!